Hello there, lovely little happy days, boys and girls. I hope everyone is doing very well and is nice and happy and being helpful little puppies for their parents while we're not at Happy Days Nursery. I'm just relaxing at my home with my good pals, Cornelius the crocodile, little Fenton the ferret, and of course, old Birdface. Now, I thought that we could read... Fenton! No being a cheeky chops, I'm trying to read a story with these guys. Sorry, where was I? I thought that we could read a story together today, and I've actually brought one of my favourites. It's called Millie's Party, and it's about a girl called Millie having her party and lots of different types of weather. Now, I'm sure you can think of a couple already, but let's see which ones turn up in this wonderful story. Shall we begin? Everybody ready? Let's go! It will be my birthday soon, said Millie. Not long now, said Mum. Would you like to make your party list? There they are, having some nice breakfast. Yes, please, said Millie. I'd like to ask Rosie, Tom, Hannah, Kate, Lily, Ben, Clyde, Ranny, Sophie, and James. Don't forget Mr. Sun, said her mum. You want it to be nice and sunny for the party. Later that day, Millie stood in the garden holding a letter. Dear Sun, you are invited to my party in my garden. The time will be from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Love from Millie. Millie climbed up the apple tree in her garden and waited for a strong gust of wind. When it came, she let go of the paper and watched it fly away. She was just about to climb down when she heard a strange voice. Who's there? She said. It's me, Old Man Wind. It's not fair, said the wind. You always invite Sun. What's wrong with us? And then suddenly, with a big gust of wind, Minnie flew up into the sky. She felt like she was going to fall, but she didn't. Help, Ooh, this is actually quite nice. Instead, she flew up and up into the bright blue sky, almost as high as the aeroplanes. Millie landed with a bounce on a fluffy cloud in front of her. Millie landed with a bounce on a fluffy cloud. In front of her floated 4 giants. Who are you? Guess, they said. Millie looked out at the huge roly-poly giants with curly hair and puffed out cheeks. So that was wind, and the others must be fog, rain, and snow. Every year we wait for an invitation to your party, said Rain. And every year you invite Sun instead, huffed Wind. So we've decided to hold a competition, said Fog. Whoever makes you laugh most will be invited to your party. Wow, that sounds fun, said Millie. Are you ready? Fog went first. He swooped down and covered the town in a thick blanket of grey. Boff, bang, bang! Everyone bumped into each other because they couldn't see where they were going. What did you think of that? He asked when he returned. I didn't see a thing, said Millie. It was too foggy. Ho, 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 ho! All the other giants laughed at poor Fog. When Wind hit town, Millie saw it all. Wherever Millie looked, Wind was playing tricks. He blew umbrellas inside out. He snatched hats off people's heads. He slammed doors and pulled the washing from the lines. Millie couldn't help laughing. Bang, crash, whoosh. Then Wind hurried back and asked the other giants, Did she laugh? Only once, said Rain. Now it's my turn. The sudden change in the weather caught everyone by surprise. Rain poured down and people bumped into each other as they ran for shelter. This made Millie laugh. This wasn't on the weather forecast, said the man in the car. It's torrential, said another man. Soon the roads were like rivers with boats floating on them. Millie laughed again. That was twice you laughed, said Snow. Now it's my turn. Everyone was pleased when snow fell. Millie watched children throwing snowballs. They were all laughing and Millie laughed too. Ooh, snow might be fun at my party. A boy fell off his toboggan and Millie laughed again. Oh, a dog ran over and licked the boy's face. Millie laughed again, even louder. I like playing in the snow. Snowballs are one of my favourite things to do. But Snow didn't know when to stop. Soon everyone was shivering cold. Cars got stuck, the pipes froze, and the milkman and the postman couldn't even get through to their houses. Millie began to have doubts. Suppose it snowed so hard that no one could get to her party. But Snow came back in a flurry. You laughed 3 times at me, he said. So I'm the winner. Now I will be the one coming to your party. We'll see about that, a friendly voice boomed. And there was the biggest giant of them all, Sun. Sun beamed down, warm and strong. Don't you worry, Millie, he said. I'll make sure your party is a good one with good fun. Now climb onto one of my sunbeams and I'll take you home. Oh, poor Wind's looking a little sad there. When the day of the party arrived, it was warm and sunny. At 2 o'clock, the doorbell rang, and there stood Rosie, Tom, Hannah, Kate, Lily, Ben, Clyde, Ranny, Sophie, and James. Happy birthday to you, they all sang. Oh, thank you for the presents, Millie said. Soon, everyone was in the garden playing hide and seek. That's one of my favourite games. When it was Millie's turn, she ran to the end of the garden to hide, and a very strange thing happened. Fog came and helped her to hide so that no one could find her. Oh, Millie, where are you? All of her party guests were a bit worried, but Millie found it funny. When Millie came out from her hiding place, there was another surprise. Big white flakes of snow were falling. Snow sent just enough to build a snowman, and everyone helped. What vegetable is a snowman's nose made of? I always forget. Maybe a potato? Then Sun came out again. Mum carried the birthday cake into the garden and everyone sang happy birthday. What a delicious cake that looks like! Blow out your candles, said her friends. Hooray! Uh-oh, that snowman in the background is getting a little bit melted in the sun. Suddenly, Wind arrived in a blustery gust to help Millie blow out all her candles in one go. Wind made the balloons dance and the tablecloth flap and juggled with the paper cups, and then all was still again. Look at all those children laughing. They're having so much fun in the wind. Do you know what else is fun in the wind? Kites. When the last crumb of birthday cake was gone, the sky began to get dark. Rain poured down, making puddles everywhere. Millie and her friends laughed so much as they splashed their way up the garden and into the house. I hope they've got their wellies on, or they might get a little bit soggy socks. When it was time to go home, everyone collected their coats and thanked Millie for a lovely party. Outside, sun shone through the raindrops and made a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Thank you for coming, said Millie, and everyone waved and said, Goodbye, Millie. Thanks for the party. Millie thought it was her best party ever. She was so happy, she wrote a thank you letter to the weather giants for making her birthday so special. I'll make sure I see you all next year, she said. Now, I love that story, but it was a little bit of a silly story, wasn't it? I don't think that the weather can really talk. Although, actually, sometimes the wind does sound like a howling wolf. In fact, I was thinking that maybe you clever boys and girls could try to draw some of the different types of weather from the story, or maybe some other ones that didn't actually turn up in this one. And maybe, if you wanted to, you could even practice some of the letters, some of your letters, because I know that you definitely recognise some of the sounds in some of those weathers, like sun. Anyway, that's only if you want to. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story and had lots of fun, because I definitely did. And maybe we can do another Joe Storytime video soon, because I'm sure your parents are getting a little tired of all the stories that they've got in their houses. So everyone, stay safe, look after your mummies and daddies, and I can't wait to see you all at Happy Days again. Bye bye!